Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now with Sean Ziers with Capper Foundation. Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's great to have you on the show today, talking a little bit about community-based living areas. So, start out, why is it important for adults with disabilities to live in community-based settings rather than kind of institutions?
Well, the number one thing is social inclusion. You're putting people with disabilities within the population, which gives them more of an opportunity to live an independent life, and it gives them more freedom. You know, the word institution is kind of a scary thing because it feels like, okay, there's just walls. And when you're living in the community, you're having more opportunities to do things. And one of those things is the health benefits that come along with that as well. When you're out in the community, you're able to do more things. You're able to go on walks. You're able to get exercise. You're able to have those kind of things. And then another thing too is the cultural integration.
Oh yeah.
Like, people with disabilities have the same feelings and opportunities that you and I have. So if they want to, we're both hockey fans. They want to go to a hockey game. They can do that, you know, and they're encouraged to go do those kind of things. Not so much in an institution because it's just that. So there's just so many different ways that being inside the community is so much better. And not only that, there are other organizations throughout the entire country that have actually kind of talked about and wanting more community living. In a prior life, I worked in Illinois with people with disabilities. And one of the things that I did, I actually advocated for a gentleman who was in an institution and went to community living in Illinois and actually testified in front of a board about why it was so important. And his life changed so much. He became healthier. He was able to do more things. He became more vocal. And those are the kind of success stories that come out of community living.
That's incredible. I think we don't really realize just how much that the community really does improve our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of support systems are necessary to make community living successful?
The most important are the direct support professionals. They are so important in this line of work. I mean, to have those compassionate people that are able to take care of the adults that are served, they are just so important. Also, I think it's really important to have the guardian parents involved in everything too as well, because they have a say in what's going on, and I think it's important to have them involved in it. You got to have transportation too as well. A lot of people don't realize this, but it's so vital to have proper transportation to get people to doctor's appointments, to outings, to just to come, like for us to come to Capper for the adult day services, to do those kind of things. You got to have those kind of support services to have all that. So there's multiple different ways to get to be supported in so many ways.
Yeah, it really is incredible. I know we're talking about going to events, and I know Capper Foundation tends to show a lot of field trips that you guys make. So it's great the system that you guys have built already.
Yeah,
it's incredible. And so how can the public help advocate for more community-based residential options?
Education is the key. Finding out why it is. You can go online, you can look. There's many organizations that talk about that, including ourselves at Capper, about why it's so important for community living. You also can partner and advocate to the government, to politicians, and tell them, hey, we need more support. We need more funding for community living. Another way is volunteering and donating. There's never enough volunteers, I should say. You never have enough people that could come out and help. And then you get to see what's going on at the community level and at Capper as well. So you have those kind of functions. But and also just being a voice, just being an advocate for yourself, just talking about it and learning about it. Because once you see how successful people can be when they're in the community and living, whether it be 1 or 4 people in a house or anything like that, it's so important to have that viability and to be able to advocate and talk about that. That's what's really important.
It's really incredible. Yeah, it's definitely just that emotional support, for being there for the community. But I know obviously as well, cash always seems to be king sometimes to help out a lot of these organizations. We've talked about this in the past where using an RA to make a tax smart gift to like say the Capper Foundation.
Yes.
What can you a little bit about that? Remind people what they could do?
Yes, it's basically the required minimum distribution is what it is, and you you can defer that from an IRA to the Capper Foundation, and it's non-taxable. So you don't have to worry about that. That's another thing as well. But it's reducing your tax load while helping out a great organization like Capper. And it's very simple to do. Tax experts can talk to you about that. I wish I was a tax expert.
Yeah, so do I.
I file my taxes, but I don't do a whole lot of trying to get. I should do more. I think we all should do more like that. But any way that you can help out Capper and at the same time get a tax break, it's a win-win.
Definitely. It's great. It's great to find ways to help this community like this, and it's great what Capper is already doing to help the community. I know, just a little bit more support can just go a long way with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. And we had a lot of great things coming up. Actually, we already have our community events set up for next year already, which is really exciting. And it's not too early to talk about the Blarney Breakfast. It's coming up on March 14th. We got that.
It'll be there before we know it.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. It's going to be. But yeah, it's. We have our adult Halloween party, which is coming up on Friday, and then of course the holidays are coming up very soon. So you're going to have all that stuff coming up. So I mean, if people are wanting to volunteer, if they're wanting to help donate, they can always go to capper.org. That's the website. They can find out more about that and everything that's going on. And make sure you follow us on our social media. And we got to give Dialogue a plug as well. I was just there this morning. I just had my coffee.
Get your coffee, get your cookie.
Oh, but they're doing great things over at Dialogue. We just opened up our 6th location.
I was going to say it's 6 now, right?
Yeah, it's at Washburn University, and it's thriving. I mean, it's a great, and again, that's another reason why community-based services are so important, because then it gives the individuals an opportunity to go work at places like Dialogue, which it's an amazing place.
Fantastic. Well, Sean, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And everyone, to learn more about Capper Foundation, you can visit capper.org.